those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your card, remember that this is a general reading on YouTube. I feel like maybe someone here might need to know that you're welcome here. But yeah, pay attention to the messages that resonate and don't try to make anything fit. If you're struggling to find meaning in a message, just let it go, because it might be for someone else. So for your first card, we have the Nine of Wands. The lighting might be a little dark today, just because I'm recording a little bit later in the day, so hope you don't mind. You can still see the cards. I did see 1, 2, 3, so definitely recording a little bit later in the day for a reason. Maybe something here about later in the day could be significant for someone, maybe later in the day that you're watching this, or later on some other day. But with the Nine of Wands here, I almost wanted to say Nine of Cups. There's definitely something here about wish fulfillment, being fulfilled and having your desires met or satisfied. But I could also feel there's something here about how, be careful with your desires in terms of which ones you act on. Make sure that these desires align with your worth and what you deserve. Definitely don't do anything. I almost want to say that I wouldn't do, but that came from a spirit guide. Maybe that could be significant for someone. I just saw 2, 3, 4. That message definitely came through for a reason. Don't repeat something that an ancestor did just because, I definitely feel someone here is being called to break through some cycles, especially ancestral ones. And it has a lot to do with commitment and consistency. Learning how to grow something, sort of maybe growing a plant, could be significant. The symbolism, nurturing it, being consistent, and being patient. That could apply to something that you're trying to work on or you're trying to grow. It does feel like the universe and your spirit guides are really trying to teach you how to grow things. So that way you can grow desires that you actually believe are rooted in truth. If that makes sense. 1 second, this dog wants out, and I just saw 333. There could be something significant here about somebody leaving the room or someone leaving the room. That could be very specific. So if it doesn't resonate, definitely don't worry about it. I also feel someone who struggles with motivation and really tapping into that inner flame. Maybe it's hard to commit things because some part of you, subconsciously maybe, doesn't believe that it's possible for you, that your commitment is not going to pay off. And it's definitely important to be careful with what you commit to, because some commitments don't pay off for a reason. There was never really any stability there in the first place. Even if you feel like you come from a stable place, that doesn't mean that anyone else or any other opportunities do. Your judgment feels very, very important right now. Being able to discern what things are worth investing in and what aren't worth investing in. I think there's a real big focus here on thoughts and feelings that aren't worth investing in. I definitely feel something here about consciously choosing to be committed to yourself, what you deserve, your growth, your healing. There needs to be a stronger sense of commitment here, so that way you can have a stronger sense of commitment with anything else in your life that you're trying to grow and to really expand. We're going to look a little bit deeper into this with the Prisma Visions Tarot. This reading is going to be a little short just because I'm tired, been going through a lot. But let's see, what do we have first? We have the Queen of Swords here. I definitely felt called for some reason to put this under the Nine of Wands, and I'm just now realizing here the Queen of Swords here is all about your judgment, sticking with the truth, sticking by the truth. I'm also feeling maybe, I don't know how that could resonate, just, take it if it does. But there's a lack of trust within yourself, a lack of faith within yourself that's really, really distorting your judgment, your perspective. It's encouraging you to invest in opportunities that seem promising, but really, truly aren't. There's definitely something here about not seeing the red flags, leading you to believe that a certain opportunity, or just opportunities in general, like something here about the opportunities in your life, or at least some of them, are deceptive, or this could just be really, really general, where it's really trying to bring about the message to really be careful with the opportunities you take and make sure that they truly, truly do align with you, who you are, and what you deserve. What you deserve is, I'm really, really feeling like that's a big thing that you need to focus on right now, so that way you have good reason to stay committed to your mental health and your healing and your spiritual growth and all of that stuff. I just saw 3, 2, 1. All of that is happening for a reason. You're being called to heal for a reason, and to really tap into your intuition for a very, very big reason. You're definitely being called to trust that, there are many little reasons for why things happen, but there's also one big reason. And I'm talking about like universal stuff. I just saw 3, 4, 5. Trust that everything is happening for a reason. If you're being called to educate yourself beyond this reality, to explore that kind of thing, your faith, definitely, your spirit guides are really trying to encourage you to do that. They definitely are trying to help you gain the wisdom and the information that you need to pursue your purpose. This is true for everyone. And if you don't know your purpose, that's even more reason that you need to be focused on your worth and what you deserve, so you can understand why you were here, why you are here. Maybe there's something here about past lives, why you have been through all that you have been through. There's definitely something here about past lives. Maybe you know something about your past life that you need to be making peace with, at least in this lifetime. I think I'm seeing a cat walk outside, so I know that cats have like strong spiritual significance. It's a calico cat, that could be significant, but cats in general could be significant. The Queen of Wands does have a black cat on it, so black cats could be significant as well. There's something very magical about cats for somebody here. Let's see what we have next. We have, if it'll let me take it. Wow. We have the Ace of Swords. So this air energy with the Queen and the Ace is coming through very, very strongly. Blue, the color blue, could be a significant color for someone. Also, if you're trying to learn a different language, definitely keep doing that. And wow. For the next card that just flew out on the floor, we have the Queen of Cups. So with 2 queens, there's definitely a call here to focus on your feminine energy. We all have feminine energy. We all have thoughts, feelings, and passions. Maybe you need to change your perspective. There could be something here about projecting, but maybe you need to change your perspective on femininity and masculinity in a spiritual way. Remember that we all have feminine energy, we all have masculine energy. We are not just courage or just grace. There could be something here about seeing a division or a divide that appears to be there, but really truly isn't. With the Ace of Swords here, there could be some hard truths to face for you to really be able to see a divide that isn't really there. Remember that we're all connected, and because of that, we all have an impact, and we get to choose if our impact is going to be beautiful or if it's going to be ugly. And remember that no matter what kind of impact we choose, it's going to have consequences. So definitely take your decisions more seriously, because it's not just about you and your life, it's about the collective and our existence as well. It's interesting that this Queen of Swords is looking at the Queen of Cups. There's definitely a harshness here, a rigidness that needs to be balanced out with more grace. Someone is very much too hard on themselves and really needs to learn to slow down and to know when it's time to rest. Maybe overworking could be a problem, or spending too much time on something. Remember that constantly investing in something is not going to bring it any faster to you than if you just invested in it on a regular routine. Honestly, it won't come to you at all if you constantly work on it, because you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to get overwhelmed, you're going to get bored, and you're going to lose sight of the reason of why you're doing what you're doing, because you're pushing yourself way too damn hard is what I'm feeling. You really need to tap into your Queen of Cups energy to learn how to be compassionate and kind to yourself, because you deserve that. And if you don't see that, you really need to look at why. Because even though we become adults, we still have an inner child that deserves kindness and patience and understanding, and a chance to really truly understand who they are and what the world is. Soul searching could be significant here for someone. The Ace of Swords really does seem like you need to realize something about yourself or about the world. Some information or awareness is really trying to get to you, but there's a lot of fear here, a lot of pain, a lot of darkness blocking the light from coming in. I really like how that message came out. That's awesome. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles. So that's a very clear sign and message that you really, really need to be focused on investing in yourself right now and balancing your feminine and your masculine energies. Remember that masculine energy is an expression of feminine energy. Whatever happens on the inside with your thoughts and your emotions and your passions, however you use your anger, is going to reflect on the outside. So someone here, 1 second. With the dog barking here, I really feel like the universe and your spirit guides are trying to alert you around how you use your anger and your passionate energy, because we all have that, and how it shows up really depends on how we look at ourselves and how we look at the world. But you need to try to use your passion, maybe your rage, your more difficult, challenging, darker energies. You need to take advantage of them and, try to use that as fuel to fight for better, so that way you can help fight for better for others. We can't fix everything in the world, especially not overnight, but we can definitely try to make a difference somewhere. And where exactly it is doesn't really matter a whole lot. It only matters that you feel that you are where you're meant to be. I feel like where you're meant to be is going to have a lot to do with what you went through as a child. I think there's something here from childhood that's really going to motivate you and push you to fight for better. There definitely feels like there's something here from childhood that really, really pisses you off. And I think learning how to accept it and learn from it is going to help you help others who have been through what you have been through, or help others avoid going through the same struggles. You do have purpose, you do have meaning, you do matter. Your voice matters. Whether you focus on your mental health matters. Whether you heal or not matters. Whether you have what you deserve in life matters. Definitely focus on what means the most to you, and don't forget to include yourself, because I know you want better for yourself, but you have to be more realistic about how you're trying to get better for yourself. Like your mental health, there's a lot of darkness here that is blocking you from having what you deserve. And I really, really feel this strong message here from the universe that if you heal, if you focus on your mental health, if you gain the spiritual wisdom that it's trying to show you, it's definitely going to pay off. And that's a promise. If you promise to stay committed to yourself. For your last card, well, I just saw 1, 2, 3, trust that everything is happening for a reason. For your last card, we have the Page of Pentacles, and this is really interesting because we have air and water energy here in the middle, and then it's surrounded by earth energy. There could be something here comforting, something physical and material here that is bringing you a lot of comfort, and it's really important to see if it's a healthy way to console yourself is the best way that I can say it. Now, me saying that doesn't mean it's unhealthy. Just, use your judgment, use your intuition, and do what you truly believe is right for you. And that is definitely fair for you. With the Page of Pentacles here, inner child energy is coming through very, very, very strong. There could be a lot of fear here around loss and renewal. And I think change is definitely something that you need to learn to be more comfortable with. Anxiety could be something that you need to be focused on, making sure your fears aren't standing in the way of depriving you of what you actually deserve. Make sure your fears are realistic, and if you recognize that they're not, accept them. Accept that you feel this fear, and allow yourself to just feel and to be. That could be really helpful. Or change your perspective so you don't feel as anxious. So there could be something here about needing to believe in yourself more, and definitely believe that good things can and do happen for you. There's a really distorted perspective here that you need to address, especially if you want to see the magic. To see the magic, you have to heal. You have to address the hurt, the fear, the sadness, the anger. You can't just ignore it and expect things to get better, because the universe, it doesn't want to, It doesn't want to encourage this all or nothing destructive kind of thinking. The universe does not want to simply just give you things, because 1, it doesn't want to be taken for granted, and 2, it doesn't want to lead you to believe that being self-destructive is going to make the universe listen to you. The universe is trying to get you to listen through challenging things that you cannot control. It's communicating with you through quote-unquote actions, so that way you can learn how to use your voice. Your spirit guides and the universe are really, really trying to push you to learn how to use your voice, and especially to learn how to say no and to set boundaries and to protect yourself from things that you don't deserve. There could be a message here about how if you feel like something is not going to work out, pay attention to that fear, because some part of you might actually be right. There could be something here about a self-fulfilling prophecy here that you really need to address. You could be creating your own disappointment. Like, I just feel this strong energy here, like a spiritual energy here is really trying to encourage you to choose yourself, to stop fucking around and to take your decisions more seriously, because the universe wants you to have what you deserve as much as you do. You just have to cooperate and to meet halfway through just being yourself and trusting that it will pay off. And I also saw 4, 5, 6. Definitely trust and believe that being yourself and healing is going to pay off. There's a lot of good luck, magical energy here, but you can only obtain this luck and this magic by allowing yourself to do what you need to do to get there. You need to take healing more seriously is what I'm really, really feeling here. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that's the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate to the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.